Is it coming home? Or are we going home after 3 games? Hopefully, none of those things happen. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. But we're going to find out right here, right now, what is going to happen in our minds. So together, we are going to predict the entire tournament. We're going to go through all the games. Match day 1, match day 2, match day 3, last 16 quarters, semis. Don't really have time for the third place. Can't be arsed with that shite. And then the final. So that is pretty much it. If we're going home after 3 games, I'll be very disappointed. If the title is going home to England after the finale, then I'll be fucking suicidal.
Well, that's a strong word to use.
No, I'm gonna keep. That's the word I want to choose. You ain't gonna hammer me into change my mind there. I picked that word. I'm sticking by that word. That's exactly how I would be feeling. And if you can't handle it, then click off the thing.
Yeah, it would suck, right? But you know what? See somebody who's experienced Celtic winning trophy after trophy, man, it would probably be the final nail in my coffin.
Well, you know what? Maybe you're used to supporting a wee shitey club that never wins anything and loses to its rival, but I support the mighty Jambos, and we're the kings of Edinburgh, right? Edinburgh's maroon. Glasgow may be green, but Edinburgh's maroon. We own Hibs. Natural orders, Craig Lefine once said.
Right, no one cares about club football, right? People care about this. And we're going to start with our game, which we've already predicted, so I'm going to go with... Well, we're going to go...
Well, we have to agree together.
2-1, 3-1.
I think you should go 2-1.
Fine, 2-1, just because it's the easy option at a click.
Or we could go 2-0, because 36% of people are predicting that.
Nah, we'll go 2-1.
2-1, boom. Hungary, Switzerland, I think it'll be... I actually think Hungary will win this. I want to go 2-0 Hungary.
Yeah, I'll go 2-0 Hungary. I'll second
So yeah,
that.
I agree with that there. Should have maybe went 1-1, easier to put in. Right, Spain, Croatia.
2-1 Spain.
Yeah, for me this is an ageing Croatia team, and I do think this is probably the best Spain team they've had in probably a good few years, to be honest. I think for maybe the last couple of tournaments, Spain haven't really been doing much, but I actually genuinely think they have a really good chance of winning this one. I think Spain will beat Croatia. I'm not even sure it'll be as close as 2-1, but we'll go 2-1. I agree that Spain will win, so that's the main thing.
Croatia's golden age was about 6 years ago.
Yeah, they still always perform well.
Yep.
But for me, that's all Croatia can do. I just think, don't get me wrong, the Netherlands won the World Cup.
Yeah.
And you could argue they're a better team in that game. I think they might have been. So, who's to say they can't win this? But I just think when you look at Croatia and you look at the top teams, they do lack a bit of quality.
I think it's insane how well they've performed over since 2000.
But no, I would see when you see how well Croatia can perform, kind of makes you disappointed at how underperforming Scotland have been.
No, I'd agree.
Now I'm not saying we're at the same level with Croatia, but if you look at what Croatia can get out of their players and how far in tournaments they can get, and then you look at us, we couldn't even qualify for 22 years. It puts things in perspective.
No, it does.
If Croatia can get to semis and finals, then we should be getting to last 16s.
Quarters.
So, anyway, Italy, Albania.
3-0 Italy.
Oh. This is a team that lost to North Macedonia.
No, it's 3-0.
3-0.
Aye.
Was that for the last Euros, yeah? North Macedonia? Did they beat Italy in the...
World Cup, was it not?
It was a World Cup, aye. Jesus Christ, Italy, what he's doing. Poland, Holland, Lewandowski, is this his last chance to win a Euros? He's, 33 now, I believe?
Poland or Croatia with
34?
any sort of credentials? Aye. No, he's 35, I think. I'm gonna go 3-1 Holland. Holland are very good.
I'm also going to go... Well, I'll go 3-1. What about 2-1?
Right, 2-1 then.
2-1, right. Oh, Jesus Christ, you need to be a wee bit fair here and be lenient.
I was fair with the 2-1 Germany.
Alright, well the next time I'll go your side, depending, as long as you don't pick some retarded. Slovenia, Denmark.
Don't worry, I'm not picking you.
I'm thinking 2-1 Denmark.
I'll go with a wee cheeky Denmark 2-1 as well.
Boom. Serbia, England. I mean, I would love to pick Serbia. I just don't really see it.
Iceland did beat England.
I'm thinking that 2-1 England's looking
what I would say is,
toasty,
right, I know there'll be a lot of England talk in the next coming weeks. I do fear, when Southgate leaves, which will be after this, he said...
They might actually get somebody good.
Yeah, he said if they don't win it, he's away. Here, see the past, since he came in 2016, or 17, whatever it was, They could have very easily won 3 tournaments in a row. I'm not saying they've always had the best team, but they've had easily one of the best teams. And considering
and his man management has kind of fucked them up as well.
And considering the runs that they've had easy enough runs. England could have legit won the last 3 tournaments in a row.
And they have an easy enough group here.
Yeah.
They should navigate this fine. I think if England don't perform, then of course Serbia can do something, but I'm just not seeing it. I'm thinking either 2-1 or 3-1 England.
Yeah. I'll go 2-0.
2-0, huh? I'll meet you in the middle then, 2-0.
Romania,
Ukraine. Oh.
It's one of those games you'll watch and you're wondering why.
Or one of those games you just won't watch.
Aye, well, I'll be there. I'll be there. Watch along. Right, 1-0 Ukraine. Romania they're just a wee bit dull.
1-0 Ukraine.
Zelensky called on all the fighting age men to come back and fight. So what they do?
Who knows? Is he fighting?
I don't know. Well, he's commander-in-chief, amigo.
Aye. He's fighting his bank balance.
The golden age. The Belgians. The chocolate.
They're done though, aren't they?
Aye, they're done. It's like chocolate can't really get done. But
do you think the Belgium team has been overhyped for the past decade, or do you genuinely think that?
I think about the 2018 World Cup, they had one of the best teams.
Have they ever had the best team though? Because they've been talked up.
I would say the starting 11 would be almost. I mean, you'd be looking at a team that had like Vertonghen at the back, Courtois, Alderweireld. You had the likes of Lukaku, who was much
prime
better.
Hazard,
De Bruyne. What's that? Wixel.
Yeah, no.
Nainggolan, people like that.
Mertens,
Dries Mertens, exactly.
The
other Hazard.
Yeah, no,
Thomas Munier.
No, they have had a great team, but I think they're coming towards the end of that cycle. This could be their last chance to do something. I think they'll be there. I mean, I'm thinking that they should probably get to the quarterfinals, depending on the draw, but I don't really see them going much further than that.
I would say Belgium are about level like a Croatia these days.
On paper, though, they probably have a better team than Croatia.
Well, they probably do.
But Croatia have recent history. Well, Croatia just have history in general to prove that they tend to perform better in these tournaments. I'll go 2-1 Belgium.
Yeah, alright, I was going to say 2-0, but that's fair enough.
No, we'll go 2-0. Slovakia don't really have much for me. I'm not seeing them doing anything.
Up next, probably the first time that Francis ever went to Germany and won. So we're going to go with 3-0.
3-0, I'll agree with that. I think France will win relatively easy. Up next, we have Turkey versus Georgia. I think this will be a tricky enough game. I think Turkey should edge it though. But I mean, I could see a draw in here as well.
No, it's mental though. I mean, you could see Georgia winning, and if Georgia win the first game, it's like
they could be in the last 16.
They've 1 foot in it. So yeah, I'll go 1-0 Turkey.
1-0 Turkey, and then Portugal versus Czech Republic. I think Portugal should be too strong for Czech Republic. I'm thinking 2-0 Portugal.
Yeah, 2-0 Portugal. Ronaldo, last chance really.
Last tournament, do you think? Or?
Yeah, I think he'll get the World Cup. No, the problem is though, he's in a good national team. It's not like he's in a Diddy national team.
I think we're at the stage now where Ronaldo shouldn't start for Portugal, but he will start. I think he's actually hampering Portugal.
He isn't really starting though.
But I think he will start.
Alright, fair enough. Croatia against Albania.
Got to go with Croatia, don't you? 2-0.
Yeah.
Hungary versus Germany.
I'm going to go 1-1.
I'll agree with that. I mean, I was actually thinking Hungary to pip Germany 2-1, but I'll go with 1-1. Scotland versus Switzerland.
I think we need to win this.
Yeah,
game.
This is the game I think we have to win. If we do not beat Switzerland, I do not see us getting out the group stage. The only thing is Hungary in the last game could already be through.
Yeah,
and that's something that I'm looking at.
I'm not saying you take it right, but if we drew against Switzerland and you knew going into the last game, as long as you won, you were through. I think that would be.
Yeah, I know, but we had that against Croatia, and look at that pandit.
No, we did, right? But pretty much what you're saying is, before a ball's even been kicked, if we go in against Switzerland and don't win, we're fucked.
That's kind of what I do believe, though.
Yeah. Will we win? I just don't see it. I can't sit here and say we'll win. I actually can't. There's a lot of delusion about this friendly bollocks and fucking, oh, well, you know what, actually, when it's the real games, they turn up. Well, this is very real, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
You know, I want to go 2-1, but my head's kind of agreeing with a draw, so I mean, I'll go 1-1. And unfortunately, I see that eliminating us.
If we play defensively sound and there's good service into that box, I think we'll win. But I just don't see it happen.
Just want to keep in mind, I would have probably went 2-1 in that game to us, but we'll see what happens. Slovenia, Serbia.
No.
Could be a draw. Probably 1-1.
1-1.
Denmark, England.
I'm actually going to go for a draw. I'm going to go 2 each.
2-2. I'll agree with that. I think this is the game that if England are going to slip up in the group stages, it will be against Denmark.
Yeah, right. Ooh.
Spain, Italy. I'm edging towards Spain.
That's the sort of game that gets you tuning in.
Yeah, that could be a final.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. Well, it could be a final or a semis or something like that, but you're getting it in the group stage.
I'll go 1 each.
1 each. We've got Slovakia, Ukraine. What are you thinking about that one there?
1 each.
1 each again. Poland, Austria.
I'm going to give Austria the win 2-1.
2-1. I'll agree with that.
Another game that could be the final. We've got Netherlands against France. And I'm going to go for...
I'm thinking 2-1 France.
Yeah, 2-1 France. That's the most likely score there.
Right, Georgia versus Czech Republic. I'm actually thinking a draw here.
Yeah, I'll go 0-0.
No. I think Georgia are not as bad as some people might think they are. I'm going with I think Portugal beat Turkey. What do you think? 2-1?
We'll go 2-1.
And Belgium against Romania. I think Belgium should have enough to
2-0 will do to get the job done.
2-0, there you go. Boom, get that done in there.
Match day 3. Here we go.
Scotland versus Hungary. I mean, I'd love to go with us winning. It's weird that people believe that we've got a better chance of beating Hungary than Hungary have beaten us. I'm just not really seeing that. I think Hungary's the dark horse for this group.
I think it's snobbery. They look at Hungary and they think they're just a 3-star team on FIFA. It's a team that's in the League A of the Nations League. They've pumped England.
Twice.
Yeah, they are a good fucking team.
I think Hungary will beat us 2-1.
You know what, though? It's not even a case of, players. They're just a well-oiled machine. I think we've got the much better players than Hungary, I do. But you know what? They just seem structurally fucking fantastic, and 9 times out of 10 that'll win over players.
I think 2-1 Hungary.
Yeah, I'll say 2-1 Hungary.
Switzerland, Germany, I'll probably go...
I wouldn't be surprised, though, if we end up with 2 points, and it's like, oh, we built on the last one. No?
Well, maybe Switzerland, Germany.
2-1 Germany.
2-1 Germany. Croatia, Italy.
2-1 Italy.
Could be a draw, but we'll go 2-1 Italy. Spain, Albania,
3-0.
Right, France, Poland. I think France will win. I think they'll top their group with 3 points. I'm thinking maybe 3-1 Lewandowski.
Aye, 3-1. Lewandowski gets 1 last goal.
Holland versus Austria.
I'm going to go 2-0 Holland.
I think that's fair. Denmark, Serbia. I think I'll go maybe 2-1 Denmark or a draw maybe. England, Slovenia. For me, it's unfortunately it's England. I'm thinking maybe 3-0, 2-0,
4-0.
4-0.
Aye.
You think so?
Get a wee bit of false hope, and then they get pumped in the last 16.
We'll go 3. I think 4-0's a bit.
Oh fuck! Aye, reel it in.
Well, I think 4-0's a bit too high. Ukraine, Belgium. Going for a draw in this one.
I'll go 1-1.
Slovakia, Romania.
Cornetto.
It's another game where I could see it being a draw, to be fair.
0-0.
Czech, Turkey, close game. Not a lot in it. Most people were predicting Turkey to steal it.
Go 2-1 Turkey then.
2-1 Turkey.
I tell you what, I couldn't name you 5 Czech Republican players.
And Georgia versus Portugal.
I'm going to go 4-0 Portugal.
I'm a wee bit concerned that I don't see the last 16 lined up here.
Here once you click that.
Let's go 4-0 Portugal. Boom.
And it's appeared.
Has it?
No, it's not appeared. Maybe if you do the pat in the back manoeuvre.
Pat in the back manoeuvre.
The pat in the back manoeuvre.
The pat in the back manoeuvre. And it's not worked. It's humped.
Pat in the back manoeuvre.
It's absolutely screwed. It's not even showing you a league table. What the fuck is this shit?
Come on, Euro. Gaming.UEFA. You think they'd funded it on our £100 giveaway?
This is poor. Right, guys, be right back. Alrighty then, we're back on BN.com because the UEFA Euro official prediction site is an absolute load of shite. Just doesn't make any sense. Why would you want to predict the opening 3 match days and then A, not predict the knockout round, and B, not see the group stages and the group finishing tables for the match days that you've predicted? That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me, but we're here anyway on a different website.
Yeah.
Lay the SmackDown.
Now, the good news for Scotland is we did actually finish third in our group with only a single solitary point. We had better goal difference than Switzerland. Bad news is 1 point isn't enough to take you into the next round. So, albeit we finished third, we have to say au revoir to Scotland.
I guess 1 point could take you through, but it would pretty much take you to draw a game and then everyone else who drew a game to get pumped in their other 2 games.
And you from that. I mean, look, a point could take you through, but it's unlikely. You don't want to be finishing with a point and hoping for third place to save you.
Right, here we go.
You could argue a point's going to be hard to finish third. Never mind.
No, I agree, but this isn't the most exciting round of 16. But first up, I'm going to go with the Germans. They're at home. They'll beat Denmark.
Yeah, I agree. I think Germany will beat Denmark, so I'm going to go with Germany too.
Up next, I think tie the round. I think Hungary will beat. I think they would beat Italy.
Yeah, I was actually going to agree with that.
I think they're 2 very similar teams, but I just don't rate this current crop of Italians. So yeah,
I'll go Hungary as well. I think it's got to be Spain over Slovakia. Yeah. Right, this has kind of pissed me off. Not only did England get an easy group, but they've somehow lucked their way into a very easy tie in the last 16. And I just hope it doesn't work out this way for England. Now, we know in past Euros that if you finish first in your group, you get a team from the second place from another group. But with the added third place qualifiers, it can be a bit tricky now in regarding to who you get. So it's pretty much impossible. Like back in the day, you knew who you were going to get. Like you knew if you won the group, you were going to get the second place team for another group. You could decide it would show you which group you were going to get. So you knew there was 4 teams that you could get in the last 16.
Yeah.
Or back then it was obviously the quarterfinals. Now it's not like that. So you can pretty much get almost like half the teams in the last 16. Whereas before you could only get 1 team from a group that was like if you were in Group A, you were going to get a team for Group B.
Well, the way it's going is pretty much, I mean, there's a lot of talk that Germany could meet England in the last 16, so it would take England to finish second in their group for Germany to get it, yeah?
I'm not too sure. I mean, England could finish second. I'm not saying Denmark cannot beat England.
They could, and I tell you what, it could very well happen. Hungary getting Italy, I mean, I'm looking at this, do you see us, say we get through, do you see us beating a Denmark or an Italy? What
I would take it. I would love the chance to do it.
What I would take, just one chance. What I would say is, though, I think if you could beat Germany or Hungary, it means you could easily beat Denmark or Italy.
I mean, I wouldn't use the term easily, but I get what you're saying.
Well, hold on. If we're predicting Germany and Hungary to beat Denmark and Italy, then surely if we beat both of them, we can beat both of them.
I know, I agree, but when you say easily, you make it just seem like you almost were guaranteed to win because we beat them.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, if you can beat them, then
here's what I mean. Can you put up a case for Austria beating England?
Well, I mean, it would probably take a certain painter coming back for like the 20th century, but no, I'm going to go for England to win.
Like, I think England can underperform, and I think there's definitely a case that Austria can give England a game.
Yeah, but David Alaba, man.
I mean, I just don't see Austria winning.
David Alaba and Arnautovic, so England will win.
England are a bit like Belgium, though. They've just never really performed.
No, they're like the Hibs of international football.
But with good players.
Yep.
Portugal versus Serbia, I think it's got to be Portugal. Holland against Ukraine, I think it's got to be Holland.
Tell you what, it's on the left side of the draw.
Alright, well, this one could change it. You got Belgium versus Croatia. I would probably say that Belgium have the better individual players, but I believe Croatia, as a unit, are the better team.
I'll go with Croatia.
I think we've spoken about how they tend to go further in tournaments. They've got the track record, and I also think Croatia will edge it, so I'll go with Croatia too. And then that leaves this last game, France versus Turkey, and I think we're going to go France, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm going to go France.
Boom, right, okay. Up next then, we have...
Wait, see the way this is going? There's a real good opportunity that Scotland could get England.
There is. Now, the quarterfinals worry me. Even though I've been praising Hungary, you would still argue that they are potentially the weakest team here.
Yeah.
And England are getting them. Now, I know this is our prediction here, but let's say if England get to the semis and this is their actual route to it, they've had an easy journey
They have.
in
but-
comparison to what they could have had.
Yeah, I'm not worried about England. Right, I'm worried about us.
Right, Spain,
We're
Germany.
not here, so
Spain, Germany, I've got to go with Spain.
yeah, I'll go with Spain.
Portugal, Holland, I think
Tough
I
one,
mentioned
but it's
Portugal. Repeated the World Cup 2018 final.
I've
Got to go with France.
And
And,
this cheers me up though, because it means England get France.
and you go with England to beat Hungary?
I think they would. But here,
Here, well, like Hungary beat them, what, 7-0 in aggregate?
it's easy to predict this, right? But
In the Nations League, 7-0 was it in aggregate?
something like that,
3-0, 4-0?
you'll be able to tell here. You'll be able to tell, see going into that game, who will win. Right now, it's like, well, they beat them 2 years ago, sort of thing.
Yeah, we don't know if Hungary are still going to be at that level.
I
But,
mean, if we scud them 5-0, I'll be like, alright,
well, if we scud them 5-0, they won't be here, like, that's for sure.
that's for sure.
You know what, I think we'll go England, but I'm hoping we
Yeah.
get proved. It doesn't really matter. We know who's that. Right. Spain versus Portugal.
I'm going to go Portugal.
I'm actually going to go Portugal as
And I'm
well.
going to go France, and it's going to be a 2016 reunion. But it's going to be Ronaldo lifting it this time. Even though he did lift it the last time, but he was injured after 16 minutes, so it was kind of Ed there that did it all.
Are you going with Portugal to beat France?
Yeah.
I'll take that. I've got Portugal in my sweepstake in work, so I'll take that.
You'll take that, and I can see it happening, and then Ronaldo's got the argument of, well, he's won 2 Euros.
Is that better than Messi's one World Cup?
I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't well, what, yo, the argument's always been there about, oh, the Euros is better than the World Cup, right? And I think there is an argument
Better quality
for
of team. Yeah, well, I mean, I'd say
no,
so.
but see, if you look at it, if Portugal beat France in the final of the Euros, what's the difference between that and beating them in the final of the World Cup?
Not a lot.
Not a lot, like...
Well, Messi fans would argue differently, but I think you could certainly make a case that... Now, I'm not saying you would rather have 2 Euros to a World Cup. I'm not saying that. I think you would rather have a World Cup, because a World Cup is a World Cup. That's like you would rather have a World Cup than 2 Copa Americas. Even though I believe that the European Championships is a bigger tournament than
Put it
Copa
this way
Americas.
though, right?
But I think you could argue it is tougher to win 2 European Championships than it is to win a World Cup.
I accept that. Look at the quarters, look at our semis here. How does that get... that's as hard as it can really get across the world here. Unless you put in Brazil and Argentina for maybe like a Hungary and a Croatia.
Well, that's the thing. Let's say this is a World Cup, right? How many more teams would you be at? See that quarterfinals? Like you said, outside of Brazil and Argentina, what other teams are really competing?
Exactly. No, I
None-
know Morocco got to like latter rounds and shit, and Australia did well. But I mean, if you were offering me right now, like, oh, would you take Australia instead of Switzerland, or would you take Argentina over Brazil and things like, I wouldn't be like, oh fuck, I can't be doing that. I would. I'd swap them in a heartbeat.
Hey, are we going Portugal then?
Yeah, I'm going Portugal.
Boom, Portugal, that's it. Submit it. There you go. Portugal have done it. Portugal are the winners of
Then keep you up ease.
the Euros, and that is it there. We have Portugal going all the way to the final, where they will beat France, and their journey will be Serbia, Holland, Spain, and France. I tell you what, that's a tough route there.
That is a tough route.
If they can pull off the victory,
Their group's not tough though.
yeah. So who knows? Last Euros they won it by only winning 1 game in 90 minutes as well. So
Incredible.
well, we're talking about will 3 points be enough? 3 points was enough for Portugal, and they finished on a even goal difference. So
They had Ronaldo though.
they did.
But we've got Super
John McGinn. Anyway, guys, that's it. We'll catch you in the next one. Let us know your predictions down below. Looking forward to this. Can't wait for this. Euros starting soon. Come on, Scotland. Get after a good start. Get us a victory. Get us some bragging points. And I mean, how great would it be if we're at this tournament longer than England?
That would be fantastic.
Even if it's just last 16 and they get pumped out in the group stage, which I can't see happening, but still.
Still, could be worse.
Anyway, imagine a final and we lost. Oh my god,
Against
I
England?
would rope it, aye. I would. I couldn't handle that.
Would you take that right now?
A final against England?
Aye.
What, losing it or?
No, like, would you take the final right now against England? But obviously,
I don't know. This is the 40
no, you've
losing.
got to though.
The 40 losing to them though. I couldn't have that.
No.
Nah,
No, not to sound tin pot like, but I mean, us making it to a final, right, is a bigger achievement than them beating us in the final. It is what it fucking is.
I know, but we wouldn't hear the end of it for another fucking 60 years, would we?
No, we wouldn't, like, but that's what it is.
Anyway, that's it, guys. We're going home. Till next time. Peace.
It's time to play the game.